seen a few minutes ago, the folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Zerline out now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
734.
Carr now on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On the ground, Richard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Carr gives to Richard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Able to find Walter. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Down. 180.
Check, 59. Check.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. We'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now. 180. 180. We're good. 180. 9.
Kill.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. One more time with Jacobs. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mike, check. 59. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7. Goff. And the Raiders have got him. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 13. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Raiders' 48.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
5 yards on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. This is caught, it's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. From the red zone now, Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Carr now on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Never make the mistake that these slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Don't get nervous.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been, but it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right, and Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Throwing on 2nd down, Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Here's Carr. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Just like that.
734.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
Carr going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Raiders 14, Rams 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but Very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 43 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On first down, Richard. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup.
59
It's second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
You ain't exit.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". No chance. Mike's 59.
Throwing on second and 8, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Tight to the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move. Hey, we got 4. We got 40.
You're mine. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Caught left side, Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
26 months. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, I'm coming.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Like 20.
Watching your time. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Finding room inside the 40. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 52 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
At the 38-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. This is Richard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check, 4 down. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Richard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10. At the 33-yard line.
26 months. Hey, orbit. Let's go.
To throw is Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Raiders on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And the Raiders escape.